Okay, here with Oscar Smith head football coach Scott Johnson after his teams win 38-0 over Landstown in the region championship, third straight region title for the Tigers. Coach, hard to say you guys have had a better game all year than this.
We've played pretty well the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean,
really the last 3. I thought Cox was really good, and but we're playing pretty well right now.
After 2 games where overtime, you lost the game. People are saying, "What's wrong with Oscar Smith?" You hold down an Ocean Lakes attack that was lethal, and then you shut down an undefeated team tonight. I mean, how did this team get it back to where you guys are playing at that high elite level?
You know, it's just these kids want to play, and when something's on the line, they play harder. And you know, the idea that you want to play in December is what we've talked about, and that's really where we are. We're working towards what we wanted to in July and June, and that was to play in December. And you know, we've earned 48. You know, these guys earned 48 minutes.
If I told you coming into this week that you would run for 313 yards without a starting running back and a starting offensive lineman, what would you have said?
I'm not surprised.
Really?
I mean, these kids, their run game has been there.
Good, yeah.
And you know, we've always been able to run the ball. Now we may choose to dink and dunk and go deep, but you know, when it gets cold, when you get into the playoffs, and when it becomes championship time, you got to be able to run the football, and we can run the football.
What was different about tonight for Khalid Wilson? 214 yards, that's a career high for him. He really had it going on tonight.
He did, and I thought the line and the running backs did an outstanding job today. They see it as a challenge. You know, they took this team and they took this game as a challenge that you know, they wanted to be able to run the football.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody kind of talks about the passing game and stuff, but these kids, you know, the linemen take it personal. You know, and the running backs, the linemen had a great week of practice, and you know.
Well, in Priya, we talked about it's going to be hard to run up the good on your defense, and tonight you really contained, for the most part, their running game. Their quarterback, Brent Struce, number 7, is an electric guy, and their wide receiver, Joe White, number 5, had a couple of big plays, but you kept out of the end zone, and I thought defensively up the middle, you guys set a physical tone.
We did. You know, it was kind of like last week. You know, Joe and the coach, the defensive coaches, they did a great job scouting it out, and we didn't get surprised. And I think when teams have to get out of their comfort level, you know, it helps us a little bit.
A couple more for you, Coach. As you get a nice hug there from Coach Moore there. 102-yard pick 6 from Cam Kelly, your junior standout. He had 2 picks tonight. He's now got 8 interceptions in 8 postseason games. What is it about the playoffs that brings out the best in that guy?
The competition. You know, I mean, he is an ultra-competitive guy, and he thrives on competition, and he's going to make those plays.
I know everybody will say about, another chapter potentially with Colonial Forge, who I know is winning by 3 touchdowns in the 4th quarter tonight against Manchester. But kind of step back for a second before we look at that game, because we'll have a week to preview it. What's it mean to win a region championship again with so much pressure and these kids knowing that state championship is now just 2 wins away?
You know, I mean, but it's what we want. I mean, you thrive on the competition, you thrive on the pressure. For you to play in December, there's going to be pressure, and if you can't handle that pressure, then you're not going to play in December.
Well, I think we talked about too. If that district streak ended and you guys were propelled by it, you would take that any day, right?
Sure. I mean, the streak is something that sooner or later was going to end.
Yeah.
But this is a legacy, and we challenge the kids as to what they wanted their legacy to be, and. You know, so we've earned another 48 minutes.
They answered the call. Great job. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.